Is that like a personal attack?
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
It wasn't made for him. Cruz, thank you very much.
Are you guys ready to see this pathetic, insecure little heifer in a movie again? Let's go!
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
it a lot.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Here we are, CBR.com. Captain Marvel 2 will give fans an even more powerful Cadaver Danvers. Yes, Catpan Mediocre 2, scheduled to hit theaters next year, is already shaping up as... That's a pun. Now, my question is, with a more powerful Cadaver Danvers, does that mean that every character will constantly have to co-sign to her and tell her that she's so great and so wonderful, like they did in every other appearance? Like Rocket going, yeah, all right. Or Thor with, I like this one. You know, why didn't Iron Man constantly need people to say, oh man, great job? Or Thor, you know, need people to co-sign to him. Or Captain America need people to say, wow, man, you're awesome, man. Like, it didn't happen. It didn't happen because they didn't need that. Because they knew exactly what they were doing and why they were doing it. And I know what you're going to say, oh, well, she needs to figure out her powers. No, it's the writing. And it's the fact that the actress was polarizing. And all you people take up for her, like Brie Larson is some kind of, like, overnight sensation who came from nothing. She has been groomed since she was, and I hate using that word, but since she was a child to be an actress, to be a celebrity, and she's pretentious and polarizing and very, very, very narcissistic. So that was the whole caveat when she came out and made the comment she did in, was it 2018, around the lead up to A Wrinkle in Time, which led us to people not liking Captain Marvel, the movie, not liking the actress. The movie was bland, and unbiased opinion of the movie at best, it's a 5 out of 10. 5 to 6 in that range. Nothing more, nothing less. You can take everything about the actress out of your review for the movie and still find it to be a subpar, messy plot written by people who didn't know what they were doing in Anna Fleck and Ryan Bowden.
You're both pieces of shit. Yeah, I can prove it mathematically. Actually, let me grab my whiteboard.
But let's move on. This is Nia DaCosta directing The Marvels, which downgrades her sequel because it's not Captain Marvel 2 anymore. It's The Marvels now. So they've downgraded the character, insulated her with marginalized POCs to deflect from criticism, much like they did the first movie. Caveat being, they don't have Endgame and Infinity War to sandwich this movie in between to guarantee its financial success. We've seen what Marvel did during the, quote, pandemic era in the box office with their Marvel releases this year cinematically. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and the Eternals, how much money they didn't make, comparatively speaking, to Spider-Man No Way Home, which was something that fans had been looking forward to. The buzz never stopped, never let up. It's still a trending topic, whereas these other three have come and gone and largely been forgotten, except by weirdos who insist that they're the bestest ever, which, again, unbiased opinion, Black Widow was way late. It was boring. The characters were poorly developed. The Eternals was basically just hot garbage with too many characters, too much garbage. Nobody bought the toys. The movie didn't make anything. It didn't make anything. And Shang-Chi was completely a mess. The CGI during the bus fight scene was as sloppy and horrible as the third act of Black Panther, which I say that and I enjoyed Black Panther, but the CGI fight was terrible, and this was much the same, and it's made 4 years later. So to bring this back to Captain Marvel, these are all legitimate criticisms of these movies and films. Not saying, oh, identity politics and oh, woke, all that. I did. Not at all. They're just not good movies. And that's how you have to approach them. Otherwise, you look like somebody who's just answering the dog whistle of the actual sexist, misogynist, racist weirdos who find that aspect more offensive than the fact that these movies are just bad. They're just bad compared to the Marvel projects that we've gotten in the past. So let's get into this article. Brie Larson's been training even harder for the Marvels.
Liar!
And she said that means Captain Marvel will be even more powerful in the sequel. While the actress, I won't say actor, she's an actress. While the actress started out as an indie darling, that's suspect. Hey, Brie, how about Basmati Blues? You know, you talk about wanting to lift up minorities and marginalized groups, but yet here you are playing the white savior in Basmati Blues, which is funny. Larson has shared videos of her Catpan Mediocre training, teasing fans with what they can expect when the follow-up to Catpan Mediocre hits theaters this year. And while the first film allowed the character to display plenty of power, the actress said the Marvels will take things to another level.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, it'll take it to another level because you've got two other characters that they're going to hide you behind to try to deflect criticism over the fact that you're just not very good in this role. In the first film, she's developing that strength. So I was developing my own personal strength with this one, Larson told Insider. She's already got mastery over her powers. Of course she does. She can fly now. And having my body more limber, more ready for these types of movements, like wire work, which I didn't have to do as much in the first one, was the main goal. So you had 2 stunt people in the first one, and I imagine you'll probably have that many this time because you're not doing your own stunts. You lied about that. They had to have an ass double for you. I don't want these to seem like ad hominem attacks because I think I'm beyond that at this point with her, but they're valid critiques. It's like you tout this physique, and yet my old co-host did your entire workout routine as a warm-up to actual weightlifting. I mean, and she was a tiny little female who was in great shape though, but it's funny. And there's a part in this article that I really want to highlight, and it's coming up here. She says, as Larson mentions, the first film only featured so much flying. Cadaver Danvers was still figuring out the extent of her powers, but by the end of the film, it's clear she can rival most of the MCU. Because they wrote her to be OP. She's like Rey in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. That was confirmed in Avengers Endgame when she single-handedly took down Thanos' ship before going toe-to-toe with the Mad Titan, who just barely held her off thanks to the Infinity Stones.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
While the exact timeline of the new film hasn't been confirmed, it's a safe bet to say that Cadaver will be even stronger, and Larson will be too. Larson went on to discuss how she set a goal of doing one-arm pull-ups, and within a few months she'd mastered it. No, she hasn't. She jumps off the floor with a foot when she does them. She's not doing true one-arm pull-ups. I've seen female fitness competitors, figure bodybuilders, CrossFit athletes do these. She's not doing one-arm pull-ups, trust me. I just kind of got obsessed with it. And here she says, when people say like, oh, girls can't do that, it makes me want to do it even more. See, that's the thing. It's like, I'm a huge fan of like women being fit, you know, going to the gym and doing stuff that's, you know, against the gender norms in that respect. Because being a professional wrestler, I worked with a lot of just ultra fit women who are just awesome. They're beautiful, just like any other female. And I respect the hell out of that. Brie Larson is such, like, she just blows smoke. Like, she's skinny, okay? I'll give her that. She's thin and kind of fit. She builds herself up way too much for what she actually does. And it's hilarious. And nobody is saying, oh, girls can't do that. Nobody's saying that. Shut the fuck up. It's so disingenuous. It's so disingenuous to play this. There's so many sexists out there card. No. Bitch, you're just a narcissist who creates these problems. This is what you do, is nobody really cares. I'm covering this because it's part of the MCU. Nobody cares about your fitness regime. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch, you have your stands that are going to attack me for this video. It's humorous that you're still saying, people are saying girls can't do it. Nobody's saying girls can't do this. If you want to get in shape, do your thing, play your role, you know, but just stop. And here's another, this is another one, People Magazine. And this is how they're just blowing this all out of Brie Larson pushed her body far beyond her expectations while training for Captain Marvel. Watch her do these pull-ups, okay? Now, these aren't the one-armed ones. I couldn't find a video of that. But, okay, you go up. You're pushing off the fucking floor. You're pushing off the floor with every fucking one. Like you're toe tapping and pushing yourself up. Like it may seem slight, but that gives you a little bounce. And it's cheating. And the whole reason I bring this up is it's just hilarious that you sit there and say, I'm such a good shot, I'm doing it. Yeah, you're skinny. You're like every other average skinny girl. That's what you are, okay? And you're a narcissist. We all go back to the Stan Lee pose. Sitting here thinking about Stan, you know, with your $700 tracksuit and your $1,000 shoes and an $80 cocktail, you know, posing perfectly, staring off into the shit abyss, you know, saying you care so much about Stan, you know, whatever. You're a joke. This movie's gonna be bad. I guarantee you, this movie's gonna be bad. We'll even take a look at this movie. 79% critics, 45% for the audience, 70% for the top critics. This movie was bad. It was a narrative mess. The characters were poorly developed, and the lead actress is polarizing at best, ladies and gentlemen. But now it's your turn to tell me what you think. Are you tired of Brie Larson getting a pass for being an insufferable, narcissistic Hollywood, just vapid, soulless shell of a human being? Because I am. I'm tired of seeing idiots with anime profile pictures that probably haven't been out of a basement in 10 years defend her, and then call somebody who works a job, has a family, and normal relations with normal functioning human beings and neckbeard incel istophobe man baby just because somebody dare disrespect McQueen. So now's your turn, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to see the Marvels? If you're watching my video, I doubt you're going to see it. You'll probably wait for me to react to it. And just know that I will be covering all the garbage lead up to this. So that'll be it for that, ladies and gentlemen. That's enough Brie Larson. I've tortured you enough with that nonsense. Now it's your turn. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Ding the bell for notifications. Share the video. Don't just do that for me. Do it for your other favorite YouTubers as well. Be sure to join us tonight, 8:35 Eastern, for Monday Night Going In Raw, as well as Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, The Place to Be Reviews, Wednesday Night Live, right here. Until then, I'm Etepa Queen of The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember,
It's better to burn out than to fade away.